It's week 6 of the National Football League, and our focus goes to Jalen Johnson, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Bears and the Cards, next on Madden Football.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. Well, CD, you look at the Bears in this one. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. It obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Murray's throw going into the hands of Williams. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Great first drive defensively. 3rd and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time because...
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cox. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 54 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quick.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. The Bears at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. This defense for the Cards, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he loses the football a second time. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now, able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's a short one, and it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown! Nicole Hardman, 64 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing now is Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made them pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Here's a give up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This offense has converted 2 3rd downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now 24. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cardinal offense takes back over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there. It's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and look at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have it in.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery. Touchdown for Arizona. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's Here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's a 2nd and 7. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cox. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll look to throw again. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Extra point right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right on the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. C.D. Lamb, a touchdown reception. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Najee Harris, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. The Packers looking very much like an early Super Bowl favorite as they run their record to 5-1 on the year. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, they're going to run for it here.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there.
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Cox. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 2nd down. And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped. The line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
To throw, it's Murray.
At the 26-yard line.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd and 9, Murray. It's complete to Williams. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Finding Williams once more, complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again, Murray. That caught by Trimble. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the 41, Murray. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith.
And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
115 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
2 yards on the play. And the Bears.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
35-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Number 22. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Murray.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
a gain of 5 brings up
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get this down to the 38. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Previous play is under
And now
review.
hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
48-yard line.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throwing on first down is Murray. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Murray now on first down. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
Forced to the ground.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Murray again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Murray off play action. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff running through the middle. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Chicago, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.